A little slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. King Athletics Complex in Honolulu. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Western Kentucky head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Hilltoppers will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes the grab. Powers through the defender. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
So now it's second and long. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a crease. It's Barfield.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's second and 3. Looking to fire. Caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Rainbow Warriors, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Third down play from the gun. Caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Flowers. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart play.
He makes a grab, and it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice complete.
Going for the goal line, and he will score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, WKU. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running inside, it's Barfield. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Just feeds the running back. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays now set up where the whole playbook's available. I can do whatever I want. I can be aggressive. I love when offenses stay in that third down and short range.
They'll run play action. The throw. Makes the grab. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
It's complete. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw again. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Red 54, red 54. Check.
Might be changing the route. Now they'll try the right side.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He gave his receiver a chance, and it pays off. What a tremendous grab.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Check. 14-24 plus. 14-24 plus. Ready, go.
Delay to the back. It's Barfield. Jukes his way for more. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He's got his man. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Rice. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds after a short gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Nice move there. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Here comes the option. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Pressure coming. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. You felt as if there might be a huge play coming when he got out and got loose to the left. Heaved it downfield, but couldn't quite make a connection.
And your brain has to switch immediately when you're playing defense and that QB gets outside the pocket. I got to understand my scramble rules. I got to understand now I start running towards where I'm at. The other side of the field, I got to start getting to the middle of the field, understanding what the receivers are doing. Nice job by the defense being able to react to the quarterback once he got outside the pocket.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Missouri State Bears. And it's the Mustangs looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to him. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. Got a little grass.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for room. It's Allen. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He'll have enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 48.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement up front. Let's keep this drive going.
And the Hilltoppers are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Hilltoppers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll move the wide receiver.
Let it go.
They'll start this drive going to the air. It's caught. The 20. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play 1 of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They get to him as he throws. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Finds his man. It's Flowers. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Allen. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Might as well stick with him. And they're able to get him down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. A designed run for the quarterback. Inside the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Allen. Could be an alley. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Toppers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rice. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
He's looking to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing. Like, they do a great job being ready for the pass on first down. Now, second down and goal. They've got to bow their necks. They've got to find a way to continue to be physical and make some plays here and try to force the field goal.
And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's fourth and goal.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. They'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. And the Rainbow Warriors, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Turning it on. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
He's going to run it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Takes it the other way. Crosses midfield. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
To the air on first down. Going over the top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. The Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready.
He wants to throw it again. Looking for a huge play. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Hawaii. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Looking to throw. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it
breaks into the open. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, WKU. And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Motion from the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Barfield. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Unloads quickly. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The offense changing the play. They just keep firing. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. On the draw, it's Allen. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Picks up the first down. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.